Bubble-wrapped children. Where I live at the moment in this apartment complex, there aren't very many children. There are a few smaller ones, but these apartments are not really suitable for a very active growing child. But where I lived previously, it was actually in a house that I shared with someone. And I remember coming home quite often and seeing children playing cricket outside in the street. For my American viewers, cricket is that game with a ball, a big stick, and some smaller sticks that you jam into the ground. How terribly dangerous, I hear you say, letting children play in the street. How could parents be so irresponsible? Well, bollocks, I say to that. It was a quiet street. And to see children actually outside, actually touching things, actually moving their arms and legs and not just their fingers and thumbs, well, that was a delight. When I was a boy, we used to play outside all the time. Well, I say we, but really I was pretty much an inside kid, as you could tell from my snow white tan. Even today, I still have a snow white tan, even living in the tropics in Cairns. And as for playing with friends, well, I didn't really have that many friends. But anyway, most people of my age, when they were children, used to play outside all the time. Nowadays, we're too concerned with wrapping our children up in bubble wrap to protect them from the evils and dangers of the world. The children themselves are more concerned with virtual rather than real reality. Schools have regulations forbidding children to climb trees. Our children have to be driven to school and picked up afterwards to protect them from the evils that lurk in the streets. We're constantly sending a message to our children that the world is a dangerous place. We protect them all the time from difficulty and hardship, to such an extent that they'll have no idea how to deal with these things when they inevitably face them later in life. We obsessively, but quite futilely, I think, protect them from bacteria and viruses. If we were successful, they would have no natural defences in the future. But because we're not successful, they have no psychological strategies for coping with illness. It's a cliche, but we learn from our mistakes. In this case, it's a cliche because it's actually true. Learning generally occurs through struggle and hardship. Because we make life easy for our children, they're unwilling to make the effort. Effort doesn't always feel good at the time. If our children are taught to avoid all pain and all discomfort, is it any wonder that they have no desire to subject themselves to pain and discomfort in order to attain a goal? It seems that we want to create a flat world, a world without hills and mountains. It hurts, after all, to climb a steep hill, and pain is to be avoided at all costs. Actually, the world is a dangerous place, and that's kind of a good thing. It provides us with opportunities to strengthen and better ourselves. So, protect us from this new breed of flat earthers. The truly ironic thing is that in this world full of dangers, probably the most dangerous place is the home. The evils lurk not in the streets, but in the home. When children are harmed, it's far, far, far more likely to be by someone who loves them than by a stranger. So let's get the kids out into the streets again, where it's safer.